All right. Again, I hope that you're enjoying your weekend. I hope that you're safe and healthy this weekend, and that the same could be said for your family, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met this weekend and today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field and the first responders who every day, including today, are out here trying to save lives. Blessings upon those that pick up garbage for us to keep streets and sidewalks and parks clean, and those that make deliveries of things like pizza on today for our convenience. Remember the double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue and deliver the victims of child molestation, the teenagers and the children, as well as the victims of prostitution and child prostitution, of pornography, child pornography, the victims of human trafficking and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the perverts, and those profiteers trafficking in human misery. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and unfortunately, children on the streets of the United States today, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Welcome to the chat, my brother Malik, Shifty Lee, Pudge Nice, Aaron Spalding again. Thank you, Stoop Kids, Russell Reed, everyone else in the chat. Welcome. Happy weekend to you all. So the Knicks are going to be playing OKC today. And I got to tell y'all, I'm a little concerned. I ain't going to front. I looked at the Detroit game on Friday. What was my problem with the Detroit game? Okay, so look here. Because you had Randle, you had Brunson, you had RJ. RJ got 30. You know, RJ's doing what he do. To me, as I said, he's going to continue to develop, right? I believe he's going to continue to develop. He always starts slow. I know some of y'all get frustrated, but it is what it is, bros. He starts slow and he builds up, but see, he's starting, even though he starts slow, honestly, he's starting better than he has in the past, and I expect that to continue going forward. Well, my problem is this. First of all, let's be real. At this stage, and again, I look at this as year 3 of the rebuild. Okay, I don't want to, and I'm trying not to overanalyze game to game unless Tibbs makes me. I'm trying not to overanalyze game to game. I'm trying to look at this. Listen, brothers, I'm trying to look at this as a macro situation. Okay, when you're looking at it as a macro, you kind of look at it as, maybe 10 game, 20 game, 30 game stretch, going forward. That's why I kind of look at it like that. How are they developing going forward? Now, problem is this. One of the problems is this. Many of us in Knicks Nation kind of already know this. I'm not speaking anything y'all don't know, but the Knicks do not have a legit big 3. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's look at ultimate big 3s that have won chips. Okay, so you're talking about LeBron, Bosh, D-Wade. That's a legit big 3. These guys were all in their primes, in their 30s, at the height of their games. That's a legit big 3. And with players like that, what they do, they added a lot of vets that were specialists, like a Mike Miller shooter, like a Shane Battier. And they added guys on minimum contracts, so that they can afford this big 3 very easily. And they were dangerous because they were a legit big 3. All 3 of them all-star level players, and in their own right could actually be number 1 on any team, right? That's a legit big 3. The Knicks do not have that. And that's no problem at this stage. I keep telling you, some of you say, we need to go get a star. No, that's not the problem. That's not what I'm going to say. It's not like we need to go get a star right now. No, we're at the stage right now because we do not have a legit big 3 where you should be looking to move that ball. You should be having 5 guys average double figures. Okay. And whoever's hot that night, maybe they get 25, 30, right? But you're looking like, and look, Oklahoma City, okay, in their last game, they destroyed Toronto, a good team. They beat Toronto Friday night, and they beat them by 19. They beat them handily. But the box score, look at the box score for the Oklahoma City Thunder from Friday night. They had 8 players in double figures. 8 players. The high score was SGA with the high score was some dude named Omoruyi with 22. Then it was SGA. They had a bunch of dudes they had in that game 31 assists. Okay, that's Shea ain't got to drop 50. That's what you're talking about. You want balance, especially when you don't have that superstar. You want to make sure that ball is moving and you have balance. And so, problem to me, one of the issues, and I'm not listing them as 1, 2, 3 in terms of order of importance. It's not in any particular order of importance. To me, the most important thing is always defense, and we're going to talk about that. But the issue is this. Randle acts like he's a superstar, but he's not a superstar. Brunson believes he must be a superstar, but he's not a superstar. RJ could become one, but he's not now. See? So that's one of my concerns. The Knicks are coming out acting as if they have a big three. They don't have a big three. What I would suggest, what I would want to see, which I have seen in some of the early games, the Memphis game, the early first part of the season, the first week of the season, the ball needs to be touched by everybody. Everybody needs to be getting involved. And let the person who actually has the rhythm shoot the ball. Whether it's Cam, Brunson, or RJ, or Julius Randle, whoever it is. That's you, and you know what? Back in the day when the Knicks were winning championships, they had a saying. Some of y'all will remember. It was "hit the open man." It didn't even matter to them who the open man was, whether it was Willis Reed, Bill Bradley, Earl Monroe, Walt Frazier, Dave DeBusschere, John Lucas, whoever it was, Jerry Lucas, whoever it was. They were just moving the basketball. They were playing such a high level of ball. I was young at the time. And I thought that's how everybody was supposed to play. The only thing that threw me off was watching Dr. J. Because Dr. J was in the ABL and the Nets at the time, and they wasn't playing ball like that. But the Knicks, they were the poster children of what beautiful basketball is supposed to look like offensively. Okay. Plus, they had tight D as well. But offensively, that ball would move, and whoever was open would shoot the ball. And you would see a lot of times when you had a lot of dudes in double figures. Okay, you had Willis Reed, you had Earl Monroe, you had Walt Frazier, you had Jerry Lucas, sometimes you had Dave DeBusschere, sometimes you had Dollar Bill Bradley. They was all sometimes in double figures because that ball would move. See, the Knicks don't have a superstar. And I'm not suggesting they need to go get one right now. I'm suggesting they need to have everybody involved so that all players develop. See, what you do is you get that, and then later on, you might trade 2 of them and get a superstar. Okay, now you got a stud, somebody, and I'm talking about when I say a superstar, I'm talking about a top 5, possibly top 10 player in the NBA. So that, and I'm not suggesting they're going to get Antetokounmpo. I'm just using him as an example, or prime LeBron, not LeBron now, prime LeBron. You get a guy like that, now you got something. Now you can go somewhere, okay? Because you got all of the players that are used to touching the ball, used to scoring when they open, and then you add the superstar who can carry you across the finish line. Like I said, it's like a track athlete that's a world-class track athlete. And then they start taking steroids and they breaking world records, right? Because the steroids, they were already world-class, but the steroids just brought them to that next level where that they can recover quicker, they can work out harder, and then now they're breaking records, okay? That's kind of what a superstar does for an NBA team, a true superstar. So you get a superstar, and then you're already good, you're moving the basketball, you're doing good things, and then like Marion Jones. Marion Jones was world-class before she started taking the clear. She was already world-class. Or Barry Bonds. When Barry Bonds was on the Pittsburgh Pirates, he was winning MVPs already. He weighed like $180, but he was already winning MVPs. He was already, one of the top talents in the league. But then all of a sudden he starts taking the roids and he's hitting 70 home runs. You understand? Because he's already talented. Well, that's what a superstar does for an NBA team. It's like injecting the team with a steroid. Okay, but you got to get to the point where you're already world class before the superstar arrives. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The Celtics kept trying to get a superstar, right? But they couldn't. But instead, they drafted two dudes in Jaylen Brown and Tatum that are superstar. All right, they're rising to that level now. Okay, that's what you want to do if you can do it. But it's hard to do. Okay, it's hard to draft them and develop them like that, especially in New York. You don't know that. Okay, New York don't have the patience of a cup of coffee in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? No, so it's hard to do. But that's one way to do it. But the second way is, to me, the way Leon has it right now. And some of y'all are too quick to be talking about, well, I don't think he's the Don, because you're stupid. You're stupid. I'm just going to tell you. The dude got a plethora of number one picks. Some of y'all was tripping because some of them protected. I don't care if they're protected. They still number one picks. And most of them are going to convey. They don't always got to be top 10. Was Kawhi Leonard top 10? Was he? Was Kawhi Leonard top 10? Come on, man. You ain't always got to get top 10. Was Antetokounmpo top 10? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Okay? So you don't always got to get top 10, especially in today's NBA. You can, matter of fact, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Check this out. The Oklahoma City Thunder have this dude. Y'all ever heard of Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara? Y'all remember him from last draft? Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara? You remember him? Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara. Was he drafted in the second round? Dude is balling. Dude is balling. Balling, okay? And he's going to give us a problem today. He's balling right now. So you don't need to have a top. It's nice to have a top 10 to get a Cade, to get a Luka. It's nice to have that for real. But you don't need that when you got a plethora of picks. So the Knicks got a plethora of picks. Plus they got young players. So the likelihood of them being in a position to grab a real, and I'm talking about, look, Donovan Mitchell, I'm going to say like this. I would say I would give him top 20 in the NBA. And that's a really good player right there. Top 20 in the NBA, okay? Top 20 in the NBA, okay? But he's not that dude by himself. He's not that dude. He's not prime LeBron. He's not Kawhi. He's not that guy, okay? You need two of them. That's why they got him and Garland together with the up-and-coming superstar Mobley. That's why they're going to be tough, okay? That's why they're going to be tough. But Mitchell by himself, he's not that guy. And the Knicks doesn't have anybody right now to pair with him so that they can help. They would be giving up a lot, not getting their money's worth, in my opinion, okay? So you want the true top 10 player, right? So when you talk about top 20, that means you got to have somebody else that's top 20 on your team. I would say Darius Garland is top 20, top 25. Mobley, you may not consider him top 20 right now, but I'm going to give him about a year and he'll be top 20 because he's that good. Okay, he's just that good, period. All right, so he's a superstar in the making. So when you get that, now Cleveland has what they need, you see? And they ain't hurting trading away a whole bunch to get Mitchell, because now they still got a plethora of talent. So the Knicks right now don't have that. They have to be more balanced. They have to move the basketball. I did not like that against Detroit. They only had 23 assists. Now they averaging 24 a game, but I'm looking hard at the assists now because I need to see that number in the 26 range. I need to see that number up there. Okay. And so what's helped them a lot, and most people don't recognize, is Mitchell Robinson. See, and that's why they're struggling, because he's out. I know Hartenstein is good. I'm not saying Hartenstein not good, but you got one of the top offensive rebounders in the NBA. You got a guy that when somebody comes down the lane, they got to look for him because he will swat your mess out the stadium. You understand? So that's a major thing. And you got a guy that when he rolls for you, you got to cover him because he will flush it on you. And if you miss a shot of your Jalen Brunson, he's there to clean it up. That's big time. Those are intangibles that win basketball games and help win championships, y'all. Okay? No, he's not the slick passer that Hartenstein is. No, he doesn't move out to the three-point line. That's all nice, but that ain't winning us no chip. Rich Rob could do it, though. See? So we need him back. sooner rather than later. But I'm concerned today because look, let's look at it positive and negative. On the negative side for OKC, okay, they are 5-7 right now. They're 5-7. Okay, they're 5-7. But 4 of their 5 wins came at home. Okay, so they're 4-3 at home. So 4 of their 5 wins came at home. They won once against Dallas on the road. Okay, so they're coming to Madison Square Garden. So that's an advantage for the Knicks. They're coming to Madison. They're traveling. They just played in Oklahoma City Friday night, and they flew out there. They're in Madison Square Garden. But let's talk about the other side. Y'all remember Pokusevski? I think this is Pokusevski's. I want to say this is Pokusevski's 3rd season. Is it his 2nd season or 3rd season for Pokusevski? Let me see. I think it's his 3rd season, if I'm correct. I think it's his 3rd season. He came in 2. When did he come? No, this is his 2nd season. Nah. This got to be Pokusevski's 3rd season, right? Is this his 2nd season or his 3rd season? Anyway, the game is starting to slow down. Y'all remember him? I thought he was 2 years away with Oklahoma City. I thought he was 2 years away from being a professional basketball player in the NBA. I could see, if some of y'all remember him in Europe, 7 feet, could dribble the ball, could put the ball behind his back, could shoot the ball, could guard the rim, had the length and all that. But because he was light in the behind, we know that he was light in the behind. Plus, I just felt like he wasn't used to the NBA speed. And I felt like he could be an NBA player, but he needed 2 seasons. Okay. Now he's got it. And he's getting better every game. Okay, he's getting better every game. And so that's him. Josh Giddey is an elite playmaker. I mean, he's 6'8" and he's an elite. Now, he's not an elite shooter. He's not a good shooter, but he can get hot, but he's not an elite shooter right now. But he is an elite ball handler, an elite playmaker. I mean, he really is, on that Luka level of playmaking. Okay, he really is. And then you add, of course, SGA to that. You got a dynamic backcourt. Dort is their defensive stopper. Look, man, I'm just saying this team is on the rise. Okay, they went through the rebuilding process for 2 or 3 seasons, and they're on the rise now. And they're building around Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and they should. They did beat us last year. So, but Monica Prakash, where you been, man? Shoot. They beat us last year. So look here. I'm nervous about this game. Oh, while Amanda Prakash is here, I don't see Ruel here, but Amanda, while you're here, I want to make an announcement. Next Sunday, those of y'all in Florida, I want to have us get together at a restaurant next week, Sunday. Did you hear me? I want to make sure y'all caught that. So I'm going to put it in the description box. I like this restaurant in Tavares, Florida. It's called Havana 1959. It's a Cuban restaurant. I don't know if y'all like Cuban food, but if you do, you would love this place. Okay. It's a Cuban restaurant, Havana 1959. I'm going to put it in the description box. I'm going to put the restaurant up there. So we're talking about next week, Sunday. We'll set the time during the course of the week, but I'm going to put my email address, and I'm going to put, in fact, let me do that now. I'll put my email address, and I'm going to put the name of the restaurant. Hang on. My email, I'll put in there. Yeah. And then I'll put my email, and I'll put it in here too. And then I'm going to put the name of the restaurant also in here. And that is Havana 1959. And that's in Tavares, Florida. Okay. Just save all that here. So we get that. So I want to get together there. And let's put that in here. I want to get together there. And then if you're all y'all interested in coming, please email me so I can tell the restaurant how many people to expect so we can have enough seats for us to sit down. So please let me know if you can make it. That's next Sunday. We haven't set a time yet. We'll talk about that. But Tavares, it's in Tavares, Florida. It's called Havana 1959. That's the name of the restaurant, Havana 1959. So we'll be doing that next week. That would be the 20th of November, 20th November next week. Okay, back to the Knicks. Now, I'm concerned about this game today. I'm concerned on a number of levels. All right, let's talk about the Knicks. The Knicks are shooting 33% from three as a team. That's below par, right? That's below the league average. They're shooting 33% from three. The problem is this. This is the problem. See, you got Obi Toppin taking 4 threes a game, and he's hitting 39% of his threes. Okay? Obi Toppin is taking 4 threes a game, and he's hitting 39% of them. Evan Fournier takes 5 threes a game, and he's hitting 35%. After that, it falls off a cliff. Julius Randle takes 6 threes a game, and he shoots 32% from three. RJ Barrett takes 6 threes a game, and he shoots 31% from three. Jalen Brunson takes 4 threes a game, and he's shooting 31% from three. Emmanuel Quickley takes 4 threes a game, and he's shooting 29% from three. On top of that, I don't know what's going on with IQ this year. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is. But he's shooting 78% from the line. Now, this is the interesting thing. If you know Emmanuel Quickley's game, if you've been watching him, if I was to say, which I can tell you, RJ Barrett is shooting 78% from the line. That's excellent for RJ Barrett, right? Because he's coming off what, 50%, 60%? So he's shooting 78% from the free throw line. But I come to expect something around 90% for Emmanuel Quickley from the foul line. Maybe that's not fair. But for the first 2 seasons, I'm come to expect 90% from him. 89, 88, somewhere in that level from the foul line. For him to be shooting 78, I don't know what's going on. And then he's in there. Tibbs has repeatedly said he's in the game to shoot. And he's shooting 28% from three. That's not good. Okay, that's not good, y'all. That's not good. Okay. The Knicks are giving up 114 points a game, and they score 113 points a game. That's not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay. So what am I saying? I am saying that a couple things. I believe they'll get better. I believe part of the issue is Tibbs trying to figure out his rotation. That's what I'm also believing, because he has changed his rotation early for him. He's changed his rotation. And so he's trying to figure out his rotation. That'll take 20 or 30 games. So we'll give him that, and they'll get better. And I need Brunson to be a point guard. Now, Friday night, he was a point guard. I will say that. Friday night, Brunson was a point guard. 7 assists, and it's not just the number of assists. It was how he did it. He was looking for the players cutting. He was looking for other people to be open before he looked for his own shot. He was picking his spots. Brunson played point guard Friday against Detroit. I like that. Okay? We need him to continue to do that, to continue to play point guard, not try to play hero ball and thinking he's Tiny Archibald that needs to lead the league in assists and scoring. He needs to be the point guard, the playmaker. He was doing that Friday. That is excellent. Okay? I want him to continue to do that. That will help us a lot. RJ, I'm not worried about RJ. I'm never worried about RJ because, number one, he works really hard. Number two, he always starts slow. And what I did notice about RJ Friday, And so did Clyde Frazier and Mike Bream as I was listening to him. But I noticed it too. Did you notice that every time he got a smaller dude on him, he went at him? Did y'all notice that? Like every time RJ had a smaller dude on him, whether it was Corey Joseph or if it was the left-handed kid from France or whoever was smaller than him tried to guard him, he went right at him. The bully ball. See, I get, RJ, like I said, that's bully ball, man. That's his strength. Some of y'all acting like just because he don't jump 48 inches, he's not athletic and now he can't work. Y'all don't know. No. RJ's strength is his strength. Okay, so you get him switched on a smaller player, and he's already learning how to victimize. He's learning how to victimize smaller dudes. I like that. So let's let him continue to do that. Yes, he needs to improve, no doubt. What you expect him to be perfect right now? He's not going to be a perfect player. He's coming. I'm not worried about him. He's coming. Okay, so I'm not worried about RJ. I would like a consistent foul shooting RJ, which we're getting 78%, and a more consistent 3-point shot, 31%. That ain't gonna cut it, but I think he's on the rise as far as his 3-point shot. So I think he's getting better. Okay. But yeah, y'all demand perfection. I know you do. That's why you can't get nobody here. But anyway, anywho, I like that. But of course, there's our problem child. Our true problem child is Julius Randle. He's our problem child. So with Julius, if he's good Julius, he's very good. If he's bad Julius, he's very bad. So teams are allowing him to shoot. Okay. And as we saw, like I think it was Minnesota against Minnesota, it wasn't no coincidence that he was wide open for most of his 3-point shots. They want him to shoot. That's what you do when you play in defense. You want the weakest shooter to shoot the ball. So they wanted him to shoot, and he was dropping them threes. He was raining on them threes in Minnesota. But if you look at his overall stats, at 32%, you're going to expect to see more teams allowing Julius Randle to shoot. Now, if he's all NBA Julius Randle, he's going to hit 40% from three. That's what he did that year. But if he's the regular Julius Randle, this is more like him, 32% from three. And my problem with that is we lose possessions because he's going to hoist a three that's going to be brick most of the time. Okay, nobody's worried about him shooting from three, right? He might break out like he did against Minnesota and go off. He's an NBA player and he is capable of doing that. But most teams are going to back off him and they're not going to be worried about him shooting from three. I would like to see him do a little more cutting offensively and then be more, of course, it's been his problem his whole career, consistently with effort on the defensive end. Now, against Detroit, I love the way he was hustling for the most part. On the boards, he was really hustling against Detroit. He did not shoot the ball particularly well in the 3-point line, but he was really hustling. I like that against Detroit. And he played well there. We're going to need him. Now, somebody mentioned Mobb Deep. The problem with Mobb Deep, really and truly, is they're missing a couple of key pieces of Mobb Deep. Now, Quickly is not playing his best ball offensively right now. He's a key in Mobb Deep. He's playing way better defense, though. I got to give it to RQ. He's playing way better defense right now, okay? But we need that explosiveness offensively. We don't get it with him. We're getting with Obi when he's getting the ball. Always the problem with Obi. He has to get the basketball. When he gets the ball, when they find him running the floor, they're dangerous. But we're missing a next consistent guy. Rose is good, but we need either Grimes or Cam. So Cam is starting now. So we need a Grimes. We need Grimes in there. When you see Grimes come back healthy, Mobb Deep will be back. Right now, Mobb Deep has not scored. They were averaging 43 points a game the first 5 games of the season, Mobb Deep, but now they're averaging something like 35. They haven't hit 40 points in a minute. So we need more firepower is what I'm saying from Mobb Deep. and I'm looking for Grimes to add that firepower. I haven't heard that Grimes is not healthy today. Matter of fact, from what I understand, I think he's playing today. They only have Mitchell Robinson listed as out today. So if you add Grimes consistently to Mobb Deep, and he needs minutes. Fournier can shoot the ball off the bench, but he's not helping Mobb Deep. Y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm not saying he is scrub. He can shoot the rock. And if he gets hot, he can take over a game. But consistently, he's not that guy. And I guess what I'm saying here, brethren, is Grimes should be getting Fournier's minutes. So if Fournier, the last game, Fournier had 12 minutes and Grimes had 8, I would rather give all 20 of those minutes to Grimes. I would rather do that. Okay? I would rather give all 20 of those minutes to Grimes. And I've been saying that from this summer. I was thinking Fournier was not going to start, but then Grimes is in his foot issues stopped him from starting, in my opinion. I've been telling you all summer Grimes was going to start at the 2. But the foot issue stopped that from happening. But apparently Tibbs understands that Fournier cannot help them enough defensively in the starting unit, which is why he's not starting anymore. And then now Grimes is coming up. If Grimes starts getting, I want to see him not miss a game for the next 4 games. If he could play the next 4 games with Mobb Deep and not miss a game, it's over for Frenchie. It's over at that point for Frenchie. Okay, so we need Grimes with Mobb Deep. So now you would have Grimes, you would have D Rose, you would have IQ, you would have Obi. Now we're missing one other player on Mobb Deep, Hartenstein. Hartenstein has to start now, right? You put Hartenstein, you bring Mitch Rob back, and you put Hartenstein on Mobb Deep. Even if you wanted to start Hartenstein and you bring Mitch Rob on Mobb Deep, either of those guys. But because of that, then they'd be really good again. Okay. But right now, Mobb Deep's a little limping right now. They're limping right now because they're missing a full Grimes. They don't have Cam. They're missing a full iHeart. They're limping right now. Money Mitch, they said 7 to 10 days. Today's the 7th day. So I'm thinking they're probably going to look at him today or tomorrow and evaluate. I'm expecting him to return on the road. I'm expecting him to return in the 5-game road trip they got coming up, starting in Utah on Tuesday. Okay. I'm expecting to do that. No, they don't need to sign another center. That's why we got Sims. You just got to keep developing him. You don't just sign people because somebody hurt. We're not in that. See, some of you are acting like we one player away from going to the chip. We don't do that when you're still trying to develop. No, just leave them alone. They're all right. And then Svi, yes, Svi can shoot the rock, but who is he behind? They're not going to throw somebody out there just to see what he could do. Come on, Tibbs don't do that. So you got Grimes, you got Cam, you got Emmanuel Quickly. Who's Svi gonna play? Whose minutes he gonna take? No, he's not. He's stuck on the bench like Deuce. He ain't going nowhere. Okay, he ain't going nowhere. He's stuck on the bench unless somebody get hurt. Okay, he could shoot. Yeah, he could shoot, but he's stuck on the bench. I mean, he ain't Stephen Curry. He could shoot the rock though. I ain't gonna lie. Svi could shoot the rock. But the Knicks already got a solid rotation. They're trying to figure out who the regular rotation is. Once they get Mitch Rob back, once Grimes is healthy, we'll get a better picture of what the rotation is going to look like, and they'll be playing, pretty good. No, I don't think we need another 5. See, let's look at this. Since Mitch Rob has been out, yes, we miss him for real. But we got Hartenstein, we got Sims, and you know what we got that they need to do more? Randle and Obi playing together. See? So it just opens up another opportunity for the Randle-Obi combination. And I'd like to see more of that. So no, we don't need to go sign somebody else to make it all stuck up again. Let's leave it. We good. But I'd like Mitch Rob to come back healthy because the longer he plays with the unit, the better they'll be. And then Hartenstein is perfect for the second unit. I mean, he really is. So with the second unit, you add a healthy Grimes with Hartenstein, and then you already got Obi and IQ. You're in good shape with D Rose. You're in good shape. See, so I want that. We just need to get healthy. That's all. We just need to get healthy. We'll be all right. Just need to get healthy and let Tibbs figure out this rotation. But I'm concerned with today's game. These guys, I see nightmares of them coming into Madison Square Garden and knocking down threes at 40%. You know, as a team, Oklahoma City as a team, I think they shoot 42% from three as a team. 40%, something like that. I mean, let me just take a look at that. I mean, daggone, they good, man. I ain't gonna front these guys. Let me see here. They're coming, man. I'm concerned. I'm concerned with Oklahoma City. I'm concerned. Let me just see. What are they shooting from three? Let me take a look here. Let me see. No, they're all right. They're shooting 32% from three as a team. They ain't that good. They shoot, but I'm still concerned with them. They're going. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. Darius Baisley shoots 39%. Trey Mann shoots 33% on 6 attempts. Josh Giddey, you know, he's not a race shooter, 31%. I'm not worried about him. But I don't know, man. There's something about the Garden lights. Players come into the Garden and they start showing out like they all NBA, man. I'm concerned. I'm going to still pick the Knicks to win. Still going to pick the Knicks to win. But daggone, I'm concerned about this team. I can't sleep on OKC. Now, if the Knicks could win this game, they'll be 7-6 going into Utah Tuesday. And man, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, and this is my problem. You got 6'8" Josh Giddey. What is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? 6'6", 6'5"? You got a 6'5", 6'8". 6'1" Brunson's not going to be a detriment to them. He's just not. I'm hoping they win today, Margaret. You know, Cam is going to be important. Cam is going to be important, y'all. I mean, dang, you know. You see, Russell Reed, you're right. And 2 years ago, last year, they beat us last year, you know, and they're getting better. These kids are getting better. Trey Mann is getting better. He's off the bench now with Giddey back. He's gone back to the bench, but he's still getting better. Pokuševski is starting. He's getting better. Dort is now confident he can guard and lock up anybody in the NBA. They really are getting better. They're a young team on the rise. I wouldn't sleep on OKC, yo. I would not sleep on them. I'm concerned. I am. I'm concerned. And I'm combining that with the Knicks thinking that they got a big three when they don't. They don't have a big three. Okay? The Knicks don't have a big three. They need to move that basketball. They need to move the ball and take care of it. And they need to be solid defensively. They need to be all on this guy defensively. And somebody said it. You put RJ on SGA, okay? You put Cam on Giddey. Who are their spot-up shooters? Let me see. Who are they spot-up shooters, man? Let me see there. They got who they got? Who they got spot-up shooting for them? Let's see here. They got, who do they have here? Their last box score. Let me look at it. Well, Dort was 3 or 4 from 3 the last game. This dude, Omoru Yee, these unknown cats, man. 5 or 6 from 3 the last game. Led them with 22 points. You know, you put JB on them cats. You know, put JB on them. That's what I'm saying. Put JB on them. Put them on Dort. You know what I'm saying? But this is not going to be easy, y'all. Okay, what's giving me hope? RJ, I'm looking for another big game from Mr. Barrett. I think he will leave the Ray Charles glasses back home, and I'm thinking he's going to come out and ball today. I'm looking for RJ. Brunson's got to play point guard today. Please don't try to act like you CP3. Just set everybody up, move that basketball, pick your spots. If he does that, we're going to be good. I need the refs to let them play a little bit. These little ticky-tack fouls, the refs got to let them play. Okay? They got to let them play. I'm looking for 25 or more assists today. 25 or more assists. Two things about our problem child. We need our problem child to be in a good mood when he comes to the arena today. Okay, jovial, loose. We need our problem child to be in a good mood. And I would like our problem child to knock down his threes today. They're going to let him shoot. They're going to let him shoot his threes. Yes, you got to watch Jalen Williams. You got to watch him. He's good. He showed it in the combine in the summer out of Santa Clara. This kid's a sleeper. He's good. He's really good. So he's coming off their bench right now because he's not going to start in front of Dort or Giddy or SGA, but he's really good. Okay. So yeah, I'm concerned, y'all. I'm just telling you, I'm concerned. I'm concerned today. I'm picking the Knicks to win, but I'm concerned. I am. They gotta take these guys seriously. And we need this win. I'm not saying it's a must win at game 13, but going on this 5-game road trip is going to be murderer's row. If the Knicks could come out of this 5-game road trip 2-3, I'll be happy with that. Okay, I'll be happy with that. But they got to win today. Okay, they got to win today. If they come out of the road trip 2-3, they'll be 9-9 on the season. In this road trip, there's a back-to-back. They got a back-to-back on the road trip. Let me see. They got a back-to-back on the 15th and 16th, I believe it is. Yeah, Tuesday at Utah, Wednesday at Denver. Denver and Utah back-to-back. Historically speaking, last 5 years, Knicks don't look good on this particular, in that combination, Utah and Denver back-to-back. Or even if it wasn't back-to-back, they go to Utah and Denver or Denver and Utah, the Joker usually kills us. They used to have Will Barton, Chill Will. Remember Chill Will from Denver? He used to be the Knick killer. He's now in Washington, so that's cool. But it's never good. And then going into the altitude for the first time, bring your oxygen. I'm concerned. And so Utah's playing their butt off right now, right? Utah, where are they at right now? Utah's got to be top 3 in the West, right? Yup, they number 1 in the West. They're gone. Utah is busting, but they're going Laurie Marketing, acting like he all NBA. And we got them back-to-back. So, yeah, we need to win this game today. The Knicks need to win this game today. Okay? Need to win. Okay? Period. End story. Need to win the game. So, I'm looking for RJ to come to play today at MSG. I'm looking for Brunson to play with the brain today at MSG. I'm hoping the refs let him play a little aggressive so Hartenstein don't get in trouble as far as fouls right away. I'm looking for Obi to get some open looks. I'm looking for Obi to get some run. I'm looking for him to run the floor, them find him. And yeah, we need that. Yeah, Utah was tanking. They was until they started winning. Who knew? They started winning. Somebody should have told Laurie Marketing they was tanking because he ain't got that memo. He ain't got it. Somebody should have told Vanderbilt they was tanking because he ain't got that memo. He ain't got it. Okay? Them cats playing ball. Them cats balling. When will Deuce see some minutes? When either Brunson is hurt, D Rose is hurt, or IQ is hurt. Or one of them gets traded, which would be either D Rose or IQ. That's when he'll see some minutes. Otherwise, Deuce is stuck on the bench because he's not going to play in front of D Rose. He's not obviously going to start in front of Brunson. And then he's not going to play in front of IQ. Tibbs has already decided that. So Deuce is what he is. I'm not worried about Deuce, though. Really not. Y'all heard the rumors already? People calling about IQ? Y'all heard that? Y'all read that? People are calling the Knicks about Emmanuel Quickley. I think it was Ian Begley reported that. People are calling the Knicks about the availability of Emmanuel Quickley. Do you know why they're doing it? What did I tell y'all? I told you next season, he's going to be looking at a team that he can start at the point guard. That team is not the New York Knicks. That's why they're putting out the feelers. They're putting the calls out there. And this is the thing, brethren. Let me, y'all know, but let's just put it out there. Who would be letting Ian Begley know that they're interested in Emmanuel quickly? Would it be the Knicks front office saying, we're getting calls about Quick? Would it be the Knicks front office doing that? Who would be interested in putting it out there that, yes, their team's interested in Emmanuel quickly? Those are the guys, those are the teams. That's his agent. That's the other teams. Not Leon. No, not Leon. It's his agent and his other teams. Let's put the shoe on the other foot. Didn't we hear from last February that Knicks were interested in Jalen Brunson? Didn't we hear that? Weren't we hearing that rumor very strong from last February? The Knicks are looking at Jalen Brunson. The Knicks are interested in signing Jalen Brunson. So why would that put out there? That's letting Jalen Brunson know. That's why they're asking about tampering now. Okay? But there's not going to be any tampering from the Knicks. Why? Because that's the Knicks' way of signaling that, hey, Jalen, we'll sign you and we'll give you the keys if you want to come over here. That's it. So without talking to the player, that's illegal. The agent and the team is putting out to people like Ian Begley who are legit. Thank you for Woody for the $5 with the better Eastern Conference. Are you still sticking? Yes, I'm sticking with 45 wins for the Knicks. I don't analyze the Knicks. I'm not micro analyzing them because they lost the game. Over the course of the season, I'm expecting them to get better. I'm looking at 45 wins still for New York this year. But look here. The agent and the other teams are letting Emmanuel quickly know without calling his agent. See, they're not going to do that. But without calling his agent, they're casually letting Emmanuel quickly know there's guys out here that will let you start and give you the bag. You hear what I'm saying? There are teams out here, Mr. Quickly, that will let you start and will give you the bag. And I done already told y'all, watch Houston. Watch Houston. Watch Houston. That's all I'm saying. And you know who else you need to watch? The Wizards. Watch Houston. Watch the Wizards. Watch them. He might start for one of them. Why do I say Houston? If Kevin Porter Jr. slips on a banana peel, he's out. He's out. If he slips on a banana peel, he's out. Yeah, the Spurs are also possible. San Antonio too. That's right, D-Nice. I ain't going to sleep. I ain't front. Spurs too. But Houston to me is the big one. Why? Because they just got a bunch of young players. So does San Antonio, matter of fact. But they'll throw the bag at him and give him the keys. They'll do for him what the Knicks did for Brunson. They'll throw the bag at him and give him the keys. Washington has been looking for a point guard ever since John Wall. They gave up on John Wall 4 or 5 years ago. They've been looking for a point guard. Okay? They tried Dinwiddie. They tried this one. They tried that one. IQ is from the DC area. IQ is from the DC area. Okay? Who they got? They got Beal. They just signed him to the mega deal. That's it. He's going to play the rest of his career in Washington. You got KP. You got Rui Hachimura. You got Avdiva. You got a whole bunch of young dudes. Don't be surprised. Miami's another one. Old fat behind Kyle Lowry down there. Him. Watch it. You're going to have somebody tell Emmanuel quickly, we want you to start. We're going to give you the keys to the team. We're going to throw the bag at you. The Knicks are not going to do that. Okay, they're just not. So that's what this was all about. Okay, that's what this is all about. So what's the positive for the Knicks? They don't need to trade him now unless a team has already decided we'll give up assets for him. But I'm thinking he's restricted. He's going to be restricted. He's restricted for the next 2 seasons. He's going to be restricted. So the Knicks can match anybody. So what ends up happening, y'all? Come on, y'all been around NBA long enough. Some of y'all don't know, right? What happens in these scenarios? What do we call it, right, brethren? A sign and trade. A sign and trade. That's what happens. You're dealing with the Don now. So he ain't letting Emmanuel quickly walk for nothing. Sign and trade. That's what we're going to get. Okay? That's what we're getting. You know what I would like to get? You know what I would like to get for Emmanuel quickly? Don't tell me Tari Eason's available. Don't tell me. That's a sleeper, y'all. That's a sleeper. Raw Hebrew giving y'all a sleeper. That's a sleeper. Don't tell me y'all going to do a sign and trade and send us Tari Eason. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So you're talking about Miami. You're talking about Houston. You're talking about San Antonio. You're talking about Wizards. They're putting that out there now. And that's not because the Knicks are looking to trade Emmanuel quickly. That's an agent. That's a team putting the feeler out there to let Quick's people know. Listen here, Mr. Quickly. We got a bag for you over here, and we got some keys to the team. You could have it if you come here. See? So watch out for that. Now, that's not going to happen this season unless Quick, through his agent, says trade me. That's different. I don't think Quick is going to do that this year, though. So, yeah, I am looking at next summer or the summer after that. That's what I'm looking at. So what is Quick? Quick is in his third season right now, right, y'all? So next year he'll be extension eligible, correct? He'll be extension eligible next summer, right? Right? Am I right? Y'all can confirm that for me? Quick is in his third season right now. Him and Obi both. So yeah, so he's extension eligible next season. Okay. Watch next summer. Watch. I'm telling you. So some of y'all now I started this because we're talking about Deuce, right? Talking about Deuce. And what Ian Begley said in the article that he wrote about this, what he said was teams recognize the Knicks are stacked and they have a lot of talent and they can afford to lose it quickly. Why? Because you got Deuce there. That's why. Okay. So here we go. I'm not saying I'm excited to lose Quick, but I'm glad Deuce would be getting some playing time. That's all I'm saying. I'll be glad to get Deuce some playing time. That's all I'm saying. That's where we at, y'all. See, that's where I'm at. That's where we at. So I would say next summer, when it's time to talk extension, you might see a sign and trade. And I'm really pushing for Houston because I got selfish motives. Number one, I know Houston, Sengun, Jabari, they got a team down there that's in the development stage, man. And of course, they got Green. They got a team that's coming, man. And all they need is a point guard that's not going to get in trouble every 5 minutes. Hence, the very strict, very disciplined Emmanuel Quickly. Okay? There you go. So, yeah. So they're not going to. They're not going to make a trade now unless Quick wants it. Unless they can. You're dealing with the Don. I'm telling you, he's not giving Quick away. He's not doing it. He's not going to give Quick away. He needs stuff, and Quick is going to want a sign and trade. Why? Because he gets the bag. He don't have to prove nothing else. He gets the bag. He gets the keys. The Knicks get picks. Everybody's happy. So next summer, he'll be extension eligible. And yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I would love to get Mr. Eason over here. Daggone. Woo, Lord. No, we don't need no more picks. But we can use that for the superstar, right, D-Nice? So we get a sign and trade. We get more picks. Now we in a position where we could throw 5 picks. What you want. Now we talking. What you want? You want Luka? Here's 6 picks unprotected for Luka. We got all kind of picks now, right? What you want? Okay, you hear what I'm saying? You can now talk to teams about their top players. Devin Vassell went out. We don't have to send that much. Let's get him. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We got options then. Options. That's what you want. You want options, y'all. See? We're in a really good position then. Then some of y'all dreaming, some of y'all having wet dreams about SGA, right? Okay, be in a position to at least offer Sam Presti what you want for SGA, what you want. Okay, there you go. See, so we have all kinds of options at that point. Okay, all kinds of options. See, so there we go. See, wait a minute. What about that cat in Minnesota? I said cat, right? What about him? Some of y'all love him. I'm just saying. What y'all want for Cat? Cat said, I want to go to New York. What you want? We got what you want. We got what you need. What you want? We got what you need. You know what I'm saying? See? That's all I'm talking about. See? We got what you need. See? So there's a lot. Ant decides, you know what? Ant decides, man, it's cold up here. I don't like it up here. I want to leave. If I want to play in the cold, bring me to MSG. I want to play under the lights. What you want, Minnesota, for Ant? What you want? We got what you need. See? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? D-Lice, we're in the position now to go after people. See, y'all talking about going after this and then that one? Next summer. Next summer. You know what I'm saying? So we good to go. We good to go. Nah, it ain't no 6 picks, Reed. They ain't pay. Did Minnesota pay 6 picks for did Cleveland pay 6 picks for Donovan Mitchell? Was that the deal? I don't think they did they? Let me see. What did Donovan Mitchell cost Cleveland? Let me just look it up right here. Let's see. Donovan Mitchell. Let me see what they did. What was the deal here? What did they get for D. Mitchell? Let's see. I'm trying to find out. Everybody. Let me see. What did they get? I didn't say. Shoot. I'm trying to see what they did. What did they get? What did they give up for him? Donovan Mitchell trade. What did they give up? Let's see. Cleveland acquired Mitchell in exchange for Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, and 3 first-round picks. That's 3 unprotected and 2 pick swaps. That wasn't no 6 picks. They got Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, right? And Okai Agbaji, a late lottery, and they got 3 first rounders. We could do that. We could do that. You know what I'm saying? We could do that, right? We could do that. The Knicks could do that. Anyway, y'all, it's almost time for the game. So we got to go watch the game. It's time for the game. Okay? Yeah, well, everybody knows that the Wolves got ripped off and ain't nobody else trying to get ripped off. That's what Danny Ainge was hoping the Knicks would do, get ripped off. And then Don said, go, bang yourself. That ain't going to happen. See? So, no. So, nobody was getting ripped off. They got ripped off for Rudy Gobert. That's their business. That's why I'm thinking Ant might be that guy that say, you know what? I'm trying to leave here. I'm trying to leave here. Okay? So let's wait till next summer, y'all. Next summer and the year after that, a lot of things are going to happen. This year, no trades. Right now, unless we trade in Fournier, let's just play this season up. I'm looking at 45 wins. I'm still looking at 45 wins for our New York Knicks. Let's do this thing, y'all. Y'all enjoy the game. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Hopefully it's a Knicks win. This is not going to be easy. Shalom.